everybody. Hey, y'all. What's up? What's up on this fine Saturday evening, y'all? I know it's late. I know it's late, but y'all are here. Hold on 1 second. Let me put my Bluetooth back on the charger. All right. Okay. So, y'all, we are in here tonight. Oh, update. So, if I come live on Saturdays, it's going to be at this time, y'all. It's going to be late, okay? Unfortunately, for those that go to bed early on the weekend, you guys are going to have to come back and watch it the next day. I will not be going live on Saturday at 7 o'clock. If I go live on Saturdays, it will be late, okay? Because during the day, especially when the time has changed and it stays lighter, Jay and I are going to be outside doing things, okay? So again, for those that watch me, don't expect me to be on before like 10 or 10:30, whatever time. Enough time for us to go out, have some fun, come back in, take showers, get relaxed a little, and then I'll come live. So it'll be late. I can't even say exactly what time, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be after 10 o'clock is what I'm saying. Closer to 11 o'clock. But for those that miss it, you can always come back the next day and you will have a live stream to watch, okay? That's going to be a change. I'm not going to come live at 7 o'clock because, honey, we about to be outside on the weekends. We said we are going to enjoy Houston while we are here because, honey, we have not enjoyed Houston yet, but we want to start enjoying Houston, okay? All right, y'all, listen. Now, the information that I'm going to be putting out today, shout out to I always forget her damn name. Hold on. Realty TV. Shout out to Realty TV for blogging on this. I had no idea what was going on, and I text her and she gave me some news, and then I peeped in on her live stream and I'm like, oh. So y'all, of course, y'all know I want to come over here and tell the loud talkers the news because everybody don't get a chance to catch others' videos. I know some of y'all watch her and some may not. So she said, I heard the recording and you mean to tell me the family knew that and haven't come out to correct the narrative? Girl, listen, of course they ain't gonna come out and correct no damn narrative. They don't want the narrative to be corrected, honey. They want their own narrative. But I don't give a damn, no disrespect or whatever, but I don't care nothing about that. I'm going to speak what I speak. I'm going to tell you one thing I love. And I love this. And I'm going to say this, and we're going to get into the story, y'all. But I'm going to say this. I'm so glad that can't no family, no person, no blogger, no influencer, nobody can control what comes out of my mouth, whatever I say out of my mouth. Okay, because from my understanding, I do believe that the family has some of these people under control. Okay, they come out here and tell these people what they can and can't say about this family. Okay, well, I'm here to say y'all know way back when I used to kind of beat to a whole different tune. But no more. Thank you, M. Gus, Gumbus, for renewing your membership. Appreciate you guys. So y'all know who number 4 witness is? Honey, if you don't know, lean a little forward, okay? So number 4 witness. Let me pause for the cause. Shout out to all my members that are lit up in green. Y'all mean so much to me. Y'all pour into this channel, okay? Y'all are standing 400 plus strong. Y'all pour into this channel, and I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Now, I may come on here, and I may not announce that every single day, but trust and believe I feel that way every single day, okay? And just know, sometimes I have to just come on here and stop for a moment and tell y'all just how much I appreciate y'all. But thank y'all, those members that are out here that still, keeping up with their memberships. Thank y'all so much, all right? Now, let's get into it. So witness number 4 is that crossing guard, okay? That the prosecution has said that was with witness number 3 standing down by the green line or under the green line when number 3 saw and heard Carlos putting Romeca in a chokehold, right? And also, Holly saying, I'm going to get my gun. I'm going to go get my gun. And Carlos saying, see, she about to go get her gun, right? So witness number 4, prosecutor is saying that they were standing right next to witness number 3 at the Green Line station, okay? However, witness number 4 has never came out and said that he heard any threats or anything, right? But he was caught on tape speaking to someone. Now, the somebody that he was speaking to, I do not know. I have no clue who it is that he's speaking with. But this is the alleged witness number 4 in the car talking to 2 other females driving by the crime scene and explaining, in his words, what he saw. Now, of course, it's not the whole everything that he said, because the person that uploaded this only uploaded a snippet of the video, okay? Because she was trying to prove a point. Now, the point that she was trying to prove was actually that witness number 4 saw some altercation going on. But what she does not realize is putting this recording up proves, or I'm not even gonna say prove, but it contradicts witness number 3, and that is that Carlos was fighting Romeca, okay? I want y'all to listen up. Turn your volumes up. I did my best trying to capture his voice. Now, unfortunately, his voice and 2 of the female voices are in the same recording, but I need you to turn your volume up so you can hear what is being said, okay? Here we go.
In his car, you got to see that. Yeah. She saw it and she stopped right away. She stopped in the car. You motherfucker, you think that's all this. That's stuff I shouldn't say. They're going back to work. I'm looking at them like, damn. And I didn't even see this, so I got to walk it down.
Can y'all hear that? Let me know if y'all can hear that. I'm going to try to play it one more time, and then I'm going to tell you, let me tell you what he's saying, and then maybe y'all will understand. So basically, he's saying he saw Romeca turn and stop right away, right behind Carlos, right? And they actually stated that Romeca blocked them in, okay? I don't think at the time they even knew who was them, but she said that the girl was blocked in, right? She stopped right away, and they admitted that she stopped because Romeca saw Holly, okay? She slammed on brakes right behind Carlos, jumped out the car, and said, "You motherfuckers," okay? He said he heard her say, "You motherfuckers," right? So then he said that he didn't understand why she was, going at him the way she was, right? Until he started walking closer to the scenes. He said, I didn't even see old girl at first until I started walking closer. And that's when I saw Holly. And I said, oh, that's why she stopped, or that's why she giving him all of that, right? That's why she doing all of this. And one of the ladies said, was he fighting Romeca? And the witness number 4 responded. At first he said, yeah. First he said, nah. And then he said, yeah, 3 times. He said, nah, yeah. He says, but not like that. He was just trying to push her back, trying to keep her away and all of that stuff. Okay? So let me see if y'all can understand it again. I don't know why it's sounding like this, but hold on.
Yeah. She turned and she stopped right away. Stopped in the car. You motherfucker, you think that's all this. That's stuff I shouldn't say. They're going back to work. I'm looking at them like, damn. And I didn't even see this, so I got to walk it down. Walked in, because I'm like, why she arguing with this thing like that? I don't know why. So when I see the other girl now, I'm like, oh, that's why she come. I'm like, I didn't understand why that is so hard. Yeah. You saw that girl. That was him and Romeca fighting? No, It wasn't none of this. It was arguing back and forth, you know, and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of stuff.
So he said, the girl said, was they fighting? And he says, at first he said, no. And then he said, yeah. You know, they were arguing back and forth. He said it wasn't nothing like that. They were arguing back and forth. And he was just trying to push her away, saying, get away, get away, get away. Did y'all hear that? Let me try to play. I don't know why it sounds like this. Do y'all even hear it? Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the captions going. Hold on one second. This is crazy how you cannot even hear this. Hold on one second, though. I want y'all to hear it. I'm going to go to this young lady's page, and I'm going to play it from there. Hell, this is commentary, baby. You don't want nobody to hear it. Don't put it out there. Hold on. I don't know why it's sounding so distraught on my page, but yet I can hear it on hers. Hold on. Give me a second, y'all. All right, here it goes, you guys. Tell me what you think.
But when she shot her, she was in the street. Oh, okay. When she shot her the first time, she hit the ground. She shot that girl 3 times. Yes, well, she shot her twice. Even one the clone jammed and one went on the hood of the car. Her car. She shot the first time. The first bullet took her down. Yeah, I mean, you could have fought her then. Yeah. And this is school right here. Yeah, this is school.
So what I want y'all to hear is the guy. Y'all don't have to pay no attention to them other folks. Just listen to the guy.
Yeah. Look at that. That's where she dropped her baby off right there. Uh-huh. Yeah. She was on that side. She turned around, did a U-turn. They was out the car standing up. So that's what made her.
So you hear them saying that Holly and Carlos was out the car standing up, right? They was out their vehicles standing up.
Stop. I wouldn't have stopped. Yeah. But I heard his car had her blocked in. See, this is a narrow street. Right. Yeah. If his car, you got to see them. Right. Yeah. So when she turned, she saw him and she stopped right away. She stopped her car. You motherfucker, they got the argument and stuff like this. They going back and forth before. And I'm looking at them like, damn. And I didn't even see the girl, so I got to walk it down. I walked in because I'm like, why she arguing with that nigga like that? Why don't they just go on? So when I see the other girl now, I'm like, oh, that's why because I'm like, I didn't understand why they were going at it so hard. Yeah. You saw that girl standing there. So was him and Romeca fighting? No. Well, yeah. It wasn't none of this. They was arguing back and forth, you know, and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of shit. Him and Romeca fighting? No. Well, yeah. Yeah, it wasn't none of this. It was arguing back and forth, you know, and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of shit. Yeah. But as a man, I'm like, dude, all you have to do is look. You go your way. I'm gonna handle this and let's squash it. Nah, it shouldn't have got that far. You should have got that down here. Yeah, right. He should have stayed at home. Right. Thank y'all.
Okay. So did y'all hear that? He said, just pushing her like, get away, get away. Yeah, he was pushing her. But the reason why he's pushing her, and this is going to hurt the state attorneys or the prosecutor, same person. This is going to hurt this prosecutor's case, right? Because witness number 4 is on recording saying, no, he didn't see Carlos fighting. He just saw him pushing Romeca, saying, get away, get away. Why is Carlos telling Romeca to get away? If the so-called, because, you know, the prosecutor is trying to claim that it was planned and plotted and it was intentional, that this is something that she wanted to do, right? So how is it that it was planned and plotted? She jumps out of the car screaming, you motherfuckers, right? You motherfuckers. She came out of the car already on energy, right? And she yelled, you motherfuckers, and he's pushing her. Why does he have to push her to tell her to get away? Why would he try to prevent someone from advancing, either at him or at Holly? Now, we've heard him already say that he was standing in between them two, kind of like shielding Holly and pushing Romeca back. But why would he have to do that? If Romeca just came to have a conversation with him, why would he have to stand in the way? Why would he have to push her back? Why would she be advancing toward anyone if she just came for a conversation? Okay? She said, and when he moved his car, Romeca jumped back out of her car and probably ran back up to Holly while she was getting in her car, and she got left right by the car. Sad to say, bottom line, she didn't have to stop. She didn't have to stop, but she stopped because why? Because she saw him and Holly. Let's play it back again. Did y'all hear that? Let me know if y'all heard that in the comments, and I'm going to find a spot and play it back. Let me know if y'all heard that. Okay, did y'all hear it clearly? I'm getting ready to play it again.
I mean, you could have fought her then. Yeah. And this is school right here. Yeah, this is school over here. Look at that. This is where she dropped her baby off right there. She was on that side. She turned around, did a U-turn. They was out the car standing up, so that's what made her stop. I wouldn't have stopped. Yeah. But I heard his car had her blocked in. See, this is a narrow street. Right. Yeah. If his car, you got to see them. Yeah. So when she turned, she saw him and she stopped right away. She stopped her car. You motherfucker, they got the argument and stuff like this. They going back and forth with the work. And I'm looking up like, damn. And I didn't even see the girl until I got to walking down. I walked in because I'm like.
He said, I didn't even see the girl until I got to walking down there. So I didn't see the girl until I got to walking down there. And then I said, oh, that's why that's why she stopped.
Why she arguing with that nigga like that? Why don't they just call him like, so when I see the other girl now, I'm like, oh, that's why because I'm like, I didn't understand why they were doing that so hard. Yeah. You saw that girl standing there. So was him and Romeca fighting? No. Well, yeah. It wasn't none of this. They was arguing back and forth, and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of shit.
She said, was him and Romeca fighting? He said they were arguing. It wasn't nothing like that. He said he was just pushing her like, get away, get away. Let's hear that part again.
So when I see the other girl now, I'm like, oh, that's why because I'm like, I didn't understand why they were doing that so hard. Yeah. You saw that girl standing there. So was him and Romeca fighting? No. Well, yeah. It wasn't none of this. They was arguing back and forth, and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of shit. Him and Romeca fighting? No. Well, yeah. It wasn't none of this. They was arguing back and forth, and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of shit.
He said it was him pushing her, saying, get away, and all that type of stuff. Why would Carlos be telling Romeca to get away, get away? That's quite different than holding her in a chokehold, beating her in the back with a car door, right? And see, she gonna go get her gun. Right? Romeca, apparently, if she had to be pushed away, that means that she was coming toward aggressively. Who jumps out the car and say, you motherfuckers? She was on that time. She had that energy. She did not come out and be like, hey, Carlos, I just saw you standing over here and I just wanted to say hi. No, she saw Holly and it pissed her off. Let's run it back. Hold on.
Yeah. And this is school right here. Yeah, this is school over here. Look at that. This is where she dropped her baby off right there. She was on that side. She turned around, did a U-turn. They was out the car standing up, so that's what made her stop. I wouldn't have stopped. Yeah. But I heard his car had her blocked in. See, this is a narrow street.
Right.
Yeah. If his car, you better see that.
Right.
Yeah.
So when she turned,
she saw him and
she stopped right away.
She stopped her car.
You motherfucker, they got the arguing and stuff like this. They going back and forth before and I'm looking at them like, damn. And I didn't even see the girl until I got to walking down. I walked in because I'm like, why is she arguing with that nigga like that? Why don't they just go on my... So when I see the other girl now, I'm like, oh, that's why because I'm like, I didn't understand why they were going at it so hard.
Yeah. You saw that girl standing there. So was him and Romeca fighting?
No. What the hell? Yeah. It wasn't none of this. They was arguing back and forth, and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of shit.
Him and Romeca fighting?
No. What the hell? Yeah. It wasn't none of this. They was arguing back and forth, and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of shit. Yeah.
So why in the world would Carlos have to be pushing Romeca away? Saying, get away, get away. So anyway, y'all, listen. So witness number 3 and witness number 4, per the prosecutor, was standing under the green line together. Witness 3 said she heard, well, actually she said a lot. Let me pull it up. Witness 3 claims she saw Carlos fighting and abusing. Hold on, let me just pull it up, y'all. I don't think she used those words. So let's get the exact words. Hold on one second. Let's get the exact words that the state attorney is using in, okay. It says, let me just make sure I am at the right place. It says, as witness number 1 held the defendant back, okay? Witness number 2 observed witness number 1 push the defendant away from the victim while the victim, unarmed, stood stationary with her arms crossed across her chest. Minutes later, witness number 3 on an eastbound bus that drove past the defendant and victim as they argued. She observed, saying witness number 3, she observed and bus footage capture the victim, meaning Romeca, and Carlos standing in an open driver's door area of the victim's Kia. Now, I'm going to be honest with y'all, since this is written in here. There is a video capture that will be shown in court of Carlos and Romeca standing inside of her door frame. But I have to let you know, let me see if I can pull it up. Well, let me just try to see if I can describe it to you. They were both standing inside the door frame. So it's impossible for him to be slamming the door on Romeca if they are both standing inside the door frame. So I want you to picture a car with a door open, okay? A door is open. Carlos is standing in front of Romeca. They are both inside the door frame, and he's trying to get her to get in the car. In order for him to be slamming the door on Romeca, meaning that he would have to be outside of the door frame, and Romeca would be the only one inside the door frame. It was not like that. On video, you can clearly see Carlos is standing face to face. Not hitting, not striking, not holding, not choking, not hugging Romeca. There is a video, okay, that will be shown in court of Carlos and Romeca arguing face to face as he's trying to tell her to get in the car and leave, okay? She's arguing back at the top of her lungs, yelling, not wanting to get in the car. He's telling her to get in the car. He is not touching her. So again, there is a video and it will be shown in court. Nevertheless, it says, so witness number 3 was on eastbound bus that drove past the defendant and the victim as they argued. Witness 3 and the video captured the victim, Romeca, and Carlos standing in the open driver's door area of the victim's Kia. And now remember, witness number 3 actually said on the panel that they was in the passenger side of the door. Let me know down in the comments if you remember that. But it wasn't the passenger side of the door. It was the driver's side of the door. Okay, let me know in the comments. At the same time, witness 4 was walking east on Cermak, approaching State Street. Witness 3 got off the bus, walked across Cermak, and stood under the CTA Green Line stop near witness number 4. Witness 3 and witness 4, who also don't know each other, don't know any of the parties involved, observed Carlos standing in between the defendant and the victim. Okay, so Carlos was standing in between the two of them. They observed the victim walk toward the driver's door of the Kia, standing in the threshold of the driver's door, with witness number 1 standing immediately outside the driver's door. So right here, and I'm going to pull this up so you guys can see it. Right here, they're trying to say that they saw Carlos standing on the outside of the driver's door. But the video footage shows that Carlos was standing in the inside of the driver's door. Hold on, this is what the prosecutor is telling the courts, okay? But I want to be transparent with you guys, okay? So let's go back. Let's get an arrow so you guys can follow along if you want to, all right? So right here, it says, witness 3 and 4. Can y'all read that, or is it too small? Hold on. Okay, yeah, I think y'all should be able to see it now. Okay. So witness number 3 and 4, who also don't know any of the parties involved, observe witness 1 is Carlos. Carlos is witness 1, right? Standing in between the defendant Holly and victim Romeca. They observe Romeca walk toward the driver's door of the Kia, standing in the threshold of the driver's door, with witness 1 standing immediately outside the driver's door. Now, again, the video footage shows both of them standing in the frame, inside the frame. I promise y'all, okay? Trust me when I tell you. He was standing inside, which I don't even really know what, all of that got to do with anything. However, I'm just letting you know, the video footage shows something different. Immediately outside the driver's door. The defendant, Holly, was standing on the sidewalk arguing with victim. So Holly all the way on the sidewalk arguing with victim. That's what they saying. Which, I think I've already told y'all anyway. The only thing that Holly said to her is, it's too early in the morning for you to be fighting over this D. Okay? Over this D. All right? So now, boom, you got it. So the defendant was standing on the sidewalk arguing with the victim. Witness 3 observed witness 1 strike the victim. The reason why the prosecutor stated here that witness 3 observed witness 1 strike the victim by repeatedly swinging the driver's door, do you want to know why it said witness 3? Because witness 4 has already told his statement to the police that he did not see Carlos strike Romeca. Okay? Witness number 4 has already said he did not see Carlos strike Romeca. So that's why it was important for the prosecutor to say witness 3 is the one saying this, not both of them, because it would have said witness 3 and witness 4, just like it said up here. Witness 3 and witness 4, who also don't know any party involved, observe witness 1 standing between the defendant and the victim. Okay? They observe the victim walk toward the driver's door of the Kia, standing in the threshold of the driver's door, with witness 1 standing immediately outside the driver's door. The defendant standing on the sidewalk arguing with the victim. Then it goes witness 3, meaning independently, right? By her damn self, observe witness 1 strike the victim by repeatedly swinging the driver's door of the Kia closed on her. Witness 3 called 911 and reported that witness 1, Carlos, had struck the victim multiple times with the car door. After the 911 call, the victim, Romeca, entered the car. Witness 3 and witness 4 then observed the defendant approach the victim's car and heard the defendant make threats toward the victim. Now, here's the thing. You know what? We'll come back to that. But right here, the prosecutor is saying witness 3 and witness 4 observed the defendant, Holly, approach the victim's car and heard the defendant, Holly, making threats toward the victim. Witness 3 walked closer to the incident at this time. She then observed the victim exit the Kia, and when she did, Witness 3, let's go back. She then observed the victim, Romeca, exit the Kia, and when she did, observed Carlos, witness 1, approach the victim from behind and place her in a chokehold let me just do it like this. I can't stand having to do it like this. Okay. Place her in a chokehold with his right arm while striking her with his left. Witness 4 observed the victim, Romeca, unarmed, with her hands in the air, trying to break free from witness 1's grasp. Witness 3 heard the defendant make threats to shoot the victim and heard witness 1 tell the victim that the defendant had a gun. Okay? Again, it looks like it's saying that only witness number 3 heard that. The defendant then went to her vehicle and was observed by witness number 3, retrieving a handgun and then stand on the sidewalk. Okay? Then, or should I say, the victim was able to break free from Carlos's hold and took steps away from the defendant, as observed by witness 3. Witness 3 then observed the defendant point her handgun at the victim, walk toward the victim, and then fire multiple times at her, with a pause between the first shot and subsequent shots. Witness 4 had just turned to walk away when he heard one gunshot, a pause followed by 2 more gunshots. He looked toward the direction of the gunshots and observed the defendant holding a black handgun in her right hand. Now I'm gonna tell you something. This is, I don't even know what this means because the full statement actually says something totally different. Witness 4's statement actually says something totally different. The victim was struck multiple times and collapsed. Witness 3 observed witness 1 move the victim's body and move her slightly west. Then she called 911 and reported that the defendant shot the victim. Witness number 3 also observed witness number 1 and the defendant fist bump afterwards. So now what we read in the motion, right? Because the full statement, this is just a summary of the statement that was read to the judge. This is a transcript that was read to the judge by the state attorney, okay, by the prosecutor. However, the statement that was given to the defense attorney says something slightly different, okay? And now I'm just going to tell you what I heard. I don't know how true it is, but this is just what I heard. Witness 4 has since retracted his statement, okay? Again, I say, I heard through the grapevine that witness 4 has retracted his statement saying that he works at the school, that somebody came over to the school and told him all of that he did not observe anything. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But that is what I heard from a very reliable source that said witness 4, that they have been told by, I'm just going to say, some important people in the case, that witness 4 has have retrieved his statement and said that he was only repeating what somebody came back to the school and said. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, okay? Now, Do I believe it? I don't know. I don't know what to believe at this point. I don't know him like that. But anyway, that's what I heard. However, in his statement, and let's get to the motion that that the defense wrote, right? The motion that she wrote, she said something totally different based on the statement that she received from the states. Okay, hold on one second. Let me pull it up. It's a slightly different statement that witness number 4 actually told, or should I say, gave the police. Hold on. Additional witness number 4. Okay. So it says, additionally, witness number 4, Leonardo Dorch, it looks like, statement to the detective on the case is completely unreliable and not credible. Dorch is a crossing guard for the National Teacher Academy, which is located just across the street from the incident. Dorch did not observe Mrs. Johnson shoot the victim. And she put December the 4th, 2025. And that's video footage that he's talking to the detectives on the scene. It says Dorch is simply assuming such is the case. When asked, now this is a video that she is getting from the video cam footage. What do you call that? Body cam footage. Witness number 4 is on camera, okay? When asked by the detective why he believed the victim was shot by Mrs. Johnson, Dorch claimed, just because of the fact that she explained from what I heard, she explained that she had a conceal and carry. So I just figured that her saying that is basically letting me put 2 and 2 together, that she actually was the one that pulled the trigger. It says, see Exhibit 12, witness number 4, Dorch, ERI statement. Now, I don't know what ERI mean, but it's a body cam, okay? That it was done at 0, whatever, 35. Mr. Dorch's statements are based on hearsay and inference that cannot be taken for their truth, okay? So on camera, when the detective said, why do you believe that the victim, Romeca, was shot by Holly? Number 4 said, well, just because the fact that she explained from what I heard, she said, I got to conceal and carry. But in the states, in this prosecutor's claim, he said he turned around and saw, let's get back to it. He turned around and saw a gun in Holly's hand. Let's get back to that right quick, what he said. He said, hold on, let's get back to what the prosecutor said. The prosecutor said witness 4 had just turned away when he heard one gunshot on the pause, followed by 2 more gunshots. He looked toward the direction of the gunshot and observed Holly holding a black handgun in her right hand. Okay, let me put that up. Okay, so this is what the prosecutor said that witness 4 said to them. Witness 4 had just turned to walk away when he heard one gunshot, a pause, followed by 2 more gunshots. He looked toward the direction of the gun and observed the defendant holding a black handgun in the right hand. But on camera, when asked by a detective why he believed the victim was shot by Holly, Dorch claimed, just because of the fact that she explained from what I heard, she explained that she had a conceal and carry. So I just figured that her saying that is basically letting me put 2 and 2 together, that she was the one that actually pulled the trigger. So he told on camera that he just put 2 and 2 together. But the prosecutor then ran up in front of the judge's face and said that witness 4 said he looked toward the direction of the gunshots and observed Holly holding a black handgun. He never saw Holly holding a black handgun per what he told the damn detective. He never saw Holly with a handgun in her hand on the day of the incident. Do you understand where I'm going with this? So that is why he has since withdrew his statement and said, listen, I was at the school. From what I heard, witness number 4, what was his name? Mr. Dorch said, listen, I was at the school. Somebody came and told me this. Now, do I believe he was at the school and somebody came and told him no? Why? Because he's in the car explaining what he saw. So I absolutely believe that he was on the scene. However, because he know that there's some conflicting shit out there, right? He does not want to be involved. So from what I heard is he has recanted his statement along with witness number 3's boyfriend. So what we've never heard by the prosecutor, that witness number 3's boyfriend wrote a statement as well. But he withdrew his statement too and said he did not see anything. He was told what he was told by his girlfriend, which is witness number 3. Now, I want to show you something. Now, why did he say that? Because he was going to get caught in all type of lies because she took her ass on YouTube and was heard saying that her boyfriend came at the end and did not observe a lot, okay? Did not observe anything until the very, very end. Now, I want to show y'all something. Now, and this ain't really nothing, but I want to show it to you anyway, because I'm just picturing, you know, what the defense attorney is going to be presenting in court, okay? Do you see what I see? Let me know. I'm going to put up another photo. I'm going to put up another one. And I want you to tell me, do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? It looks like witness 3 with them headphones on her ears. Do y'all see what I see? Do y'all see what I see, honey? Mr. Headphones, man. There's something wrong with your eyes. When I dial my favorite number, I get a beep every time. Listen, there goes Mrs. Headphones. So, and you know, I will say this. I will say that with those headphones on, she probably did hear some things. And the reason why I say that, I'm not going to say she heard it on the bus or down the street, but I want to say she may have heard her on the scene. And the reason why I say that is because she was yelling and arguing to to Holly with those headphones on. Okay. All right. She said, make it bigger. Make it bigger. Okay. That is witness number 3 with the headphones on. All right. Did I make it big enough? Did I make it big enough for you? That is witness number 3. So anyway, this is witness number 3 on the scene, but she was not on the scene during the shooting, okay? She was not on the scene during the shooting. But again, what I'm bringing to you tonight is witness number 4. Per the state, per the prosecution, said witness 4 had just turned to walk away when he heard one gunshot, a pause, followed by 2 more gunshots. He looked toward the direction of the gunshots and observed the defendant holding a black handgun in her right hand. But here, on video record, on the chest, meaning, baby, they had to turn over all the body cam footage. Witness number 4 is on body cam footage where the detective is saying, why do you believe that Romeca was shot by Holly? And witness 4 said, just because of the fact that she explained from what I heard, she explained, and he said from what I heard. And I'm going to tell you what that means in a minute. He said that she explained from what I heard that she explained that she had a conceal and carry. So I just figured that her saying that is basically letting me put 2 and 2 together. That she actually was the one that pulled the trigger. See Exhibit 12, Witness 4, Dorchy ERI statement. Now, let me find out what ERI mean. Give me a second, because now I'm curious. What does this mean? Hold on. Electronic recording interview statement. Okay? So it's an ERI is when police record an interview with a witness or suspect using audio or video equipment instead of just writing notes. So an ER statement means the person was interviewed by a detective. The conversation was electronically recorded. The recording becomes part of the evidence. Okay, so the ERI is not a body cam. Hold on one second. Let me put the other thing in here. So it says a lot, actually. So it says that the statement that he made, I just put 2 and 2 together, that she was the one who pulled the trigger. He is admitting that it's his belief is an assumption, not something that he directly witnessed. In other words, his reasoning was likely, I heard gunshots, I looked over, I saw her holding a gun, I heard she had a concealed carry, so I assume she must have fired it. That's what putting 2 and 2 together mean. Why the defense cares about that. In court, assumptions are not evidence. A witness is supposed to testify to what they saw, what they heard, what they personally experienced, not what they figured, what they believe happened, and what they inferred from rumors. So when a witness says, I figured, or I put 2 and 2 together, the defense will argue that the witness is speculating. Okay? So it says here, how a defense attorney would attack this. A cross-examine would look something like this. An attorney, you did not see the gunfire, correct? Correct. Attorney, you turned away before the shots, correct? Witness, correct. Yes. Attorney, you only looked back after hearing the shots. Witness, yes. Attorney, and when you told the detective the defendant was the shooter, you said you put 2 and 2 together, correct? Witness, yes. Attorney, so that was your assumption, not something that you actually saw. That exchange can weaken the witness in front of the jury. Ooh. But it says, does it completely destroys the witness? Not necessarily. The prosecution will argue, he heard the shots. He looked immediately afterwards. The defendant was holding a gun. So the jury could still reasonably think she must have fired it. The defense will push, he didn't see the shooting. He guessed. Okay, but anyway, but it says the 2 and 2, that put 2 and 2 together line is exactly the kind of sentence lawyers use to argue speculation, lack of direction, or reasonable doubt. But he has since, per my knowledge, per what somebody told me, he has since came forth and said somebody came over to the school and told him that, okay? All right, so the ERI is not a body cam. It is actually the statement inside of, or wherever it was. I don't know. It doesn't even say. It doesn't say. It just says it is an electronic. What does it say? It is an electronic recording something. Hold on. Let me go back to it. It's an electronic recording interview. Okay, an electronic recording interview. So in his recorded interview, he said he just put 2 and 2 together, and he figured that her saying that she has a conceal and carry means that she was the shooter, okay? And it was heard on video from someone's cell phone that she said she had a conceal and carry. So anybody can say that they heard that, right? We heard it, sitting in the comfort of our own homes. We heard her say, I have a conceal and carry. But that doesn't mean that we can go down there and be like, oh yeah, I witnessed everything. I want to be a witness. I want to say I saw this and saw that, just to come back and say, yeah, you know what? I don't want to be involved in this. Okay. So, but in her statement, her motion, the attorney Ari says that witness number 4 statement is not reliable. Okay. How she said is, additionally, witness number 4 statement to the detective on the case is completely unreliable and not credible. Deutsch is a crossing guard for the National Teachers Academy, which is located just across the street from the incident. Deutsch did not observe Mrs. Johnson shoot the victim. Deutsch is simply assuming such is the case. When asked by the detective why he believed the victim was shot by Mrs. Johnson, Dortch claimed just because of the fact that she explained, from what I heard, she explained that she had conceal and carry. He never told the detective in this interview, not one time, that he saw Holly holding no gun. He never said this on, listen to me when I tell you this. He never said this on a recorded device, which means that the prosecutor is making some shit up. Okay? Because on the recording that was turned over to Ari, witness number 4 never tells the detectives that he saw a black handgun in Holly's right hand as the prosecutor stated this to the judge. So I don't know if this is even, I don't even know if you could do this. I don't know if the prosecutor can just make shit up, right? Just like, I'm gonna tell y'all another thing. Just like the recording of witness number 3, her statement to the detective, she never said anything about Holly approaching Romeca's car and banging her head and saying, "Get out, fight me, bitch, get out, fight me, bitch." That's another thing that just so happened to be inserted in the prosecutor's proffer. So I don't know if this is just some type of tactic that they use or whatever, but in the recorded interview, number 3 never says that Holly goes up to the car and bang on the hood and say, "Get out, fight me, bitch, fight me, bitch, fight me, bitch." Never, ever. That was never stated. Now, whether it was stated and they didn't catch it on camera, that might be one thing. But what their entire interview is recorded and released to the defendant attorney, okay? The defense attorney. Ari does not have that part. Ari does not have the witness number 4 saying that he saw Holly with a handgun. Ari doesn't have that. Ari does not have that. So she's saying it is not reliable, okay? Not credible and not reliable. So anyway, but we see here witness number 3 with the headphones on. She said the prosecutor does not want Carlos on the stand because his statement will go straight toward the defense. Now, here's the thing. I don't even know if Carlos will be on the stand. However, if Carlos goes on the stand, well, let me just say it like this. The prosecutor cannot stop Carlos from going on the stand if the defense calls him. However, I don't even know if they need him to go on the stand because not only Carlos was there, Holly was there too. Holly was there too. So Holly's statement, whether she said out her own mouth or whether it comes from a defense argument, Holly's statement will get out there. It will get out there, okay? Whether she comes up and say it out of her own mouth or whether the defense pretty much puts it out there, it's going to be out there, okay? So with that being said, I just wanted to bring to y'all this recording of witness number 4 speaking while riding in a car with someone, passing the crime scene and explaining what he observed, right? What he observed, and that is Carlos was pushing Romeca back, trying to get her to stay away. Get away, okay? So that's what witness number 4 saw. They asked him, was Carlos and Romeca fighting? He says, nah, yeah. I mean, not like that. They were arguing and he was like pushing her, trying to keep her away, like get away, and stuff like that is what witness number 4 stated, okay? That's what witness number 4 stated. Now, whether or not he still want to testify or whatever, I don't know. I don't know how that goes down. We'll just have to see. But there are conflicting statements out there, and it will be brought up in the courts. I'm sure it will. Now, this, I also heard that the Justice for Romeca people are not happy about the recording that witness number 4 did or whatever, saying that it wasn't no fighting because, they want to believe Carlos was just beating Romeca's ass out there. You know what I'm saying? Slamming the door, beating her ass and blah, 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 right? Oh, another thing I want to bring out. Let me screenshot that right quick. I want to just bring this out only because on camera it shows something different. Okay. I kind of want to believe that the prosecutor kind of just make up shit as they go. I don't know if you could do that, but I'm just kind of wanting to believe that. Now, right here it says witness 3 and 4, who also do not know any of the parties involved, observe witness 1 standing in between the defendant and the victim. They observed the victim walk toward the driver's the Kia, standing in the threshold. And then it says, is this the right one? Oh, yeah. And they observed the victim walk toward the driver's door of the Kia, standing in the threshold of the driver's door, with witness 1 standing immediately outside of the driver's door. Now, it says outside of the driver's door because that's the only way they're going to be able to get that narrative to say that he was hitting her, swinging the door into her back. On video footage, and it's the CTA footage of the bus, it shows Carlos and Carlos and Romeca standing in the inside of the door, not the outside of the door. So the video footage, and at the time that I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. At the time, the prosecutor stated this to the judge. He did not know that there was CTA footage. Okay. The prosecutor was unaware that the defense attorney had hired a detective and had tracked witness number 3's whereabouts before she even pulled up to the scene. So at that time, they were unaware of the CTA footage. They did not know that certain things were captured on the CTA. 1, that the witness looked out the window for just 9 seconds, and 2, that it took some video footage of Romeca and Carlos standing inside the frame of the door. So anyway, I just found that to be very interesting because, I didn't think that prosecutors just come up with some shit, but I guess they do. I don't know. However, video footage discounts what the prosecutor told the judge during the proffer, okay? The video footage shows something totally different. So that will actually be a thing. She said, sorry, boo, I didn't know you was live. Hey, girl, you want to come up? Bring your ass up, girl. Ooh, Lord, here come auntie, y'all. Bring your ass on up here, y'all. Because I want you to tell me what you think about this new information. Y'all, this is the prosecutor, honey. She got to get it together and stop fibbing to the damn judge, man. This is the prosecutor in the mock trial, y'all. Everybody say hey to Aunt Teresa, or what's your name on the thing? She said, baby, I'm at work. Oh, you can't come up? Oh, y'all, she a nurse, honey. She deliver babies or help deliver babies or cut the umbilical cord. Or what you do, girl? What you do? What you do at your job? You push? What you do? You prep the woman? Or anyway, she work in delivery, child. Delivery, where they be having all them children. She said, I can't come up. I'm at work. Okay. No worries. She can't come up, y'all. She at work. So anyway, did you hear the new video footage that is out? Let me know if you heard it, honey. If not, girl, child, you tell me what you think after you hear it, okay? But nevertheless, y'all, I don't know if the prosecutor just makes shit up and tell the judge, but the prosecutor's statement is going to be contradicted by video footage of the CTA bus and also video footage of the interviews of each and every witness, okay? Their statements are recorded. Now, I don't know if they're able to elaborate. I'm going to ask. Hold on, y'all. Let me ask my little best friend over here. Let me ask ChatGPT. It says the short answer is no. A prosecutor is not supposed to fluff or invent facts when making a proffer to the judge, but there are a few important nuances. What a proffer is supposed to be, okay, I already know what the proffer is supposed to be. It says, makes a proffer. They are telling the judge if the witness testifies, this is what they will say. If it is not evidence yet. It said it is not evidence yet, but it must be a good faith representation of the witness expected testimony. They cannot make up facts, add statements the witness never made, represent what the witness said, doing that could raise ethical issues. What the prosecutors are allowed to do, they can summarize the witness testimony, rephrase it in a clearer way, explain what the testimony will establish. But the summary must still be consistent with what the witness actually said. If the recorded interview truly does not contain the witness saying he saw the defendant holding a gun, then there are few possible explanations for why the prosecutor included that in the proffer. Some are legitimate and some could raise problems. The witness may have said it somewhere else. A proffer is based on what the witness is expected to testify, not only what is recorded in the interview. The witness might have said it in the grand jury testimony, other police interview, a witness statement, pretrial witness preparation, or prior testimony in court. A police report summarizing what he said. If the prosecutor has another source where the witness said he saw the defendant holding a gun, they can include it in the proffer. Oh, okay. So it doesn't have to be on the recorded, the recorded interview. Sometimes the prosecutor summarized the overall point of testimony. Example, witness actually said in ERI, I heard shots, looked over, and she was right there. Police report might say witness observed defendant with handgun. Then the prosecutor summarized it as witness observed the defendant holding a handgun. This can happen when they rely on reports of later statements. The witness may testify to something slightly different at trial. Witnesses are not locked into their recorded interview forever. Didn't know that. They can testify to additional details later. However, if the new testimony contradicts the recorded interview, the defense can challenge it. If the proffer truly added facts the witness never said, if there is no statement anywhere where the witness said he saw a gun, then the defense could argue the prosecutor mischaracterized the evidence, overstated the testimony. Defense could respond by pointing to the judge that the actual ERI recording or the transcript. What the defense would do with that? If the witness testifies differently at the trial, the defense can impeach the witness using the prior recorded interview. So in your recorded interview with detectives, you never said you saw a gun, correct? Witness, correct. Attorney, in fact, you only said you heard gunshots and looked over, right? That can damage the witness credibility. The key question, to determine if the prosecutor overstated things, you would need to know, does any statement from the witness say he saw the defendant holding the gun? So basically what it's saying is they can make several statements, right? So just the ERI, I'm just learning something because I actually thought that whatever they told the detectives had to be what is argued in court, right? But I'm finding out that that's not necessarily the case. So just because whatever they said in the interview, if they said something else at a different time, it can also be argued in court. Okay. I thought they had to go by what was said in court. Said on the recording, because witness number 3 never said some of the things that she went on the panel and said, as in Holly went up to the car, threatening Romeca, get out, bitch, get out, fight me, and all of that shit. She never said that she never said it on the body camera, and she never said it during the ERI, okay? The electronic recording interview. She never said that, but yet she came on YouTube and said that, all right? So with that being said, I'm assuming that that's okay, okay? I didn't know that, but I'm assuming it is. Oh, man, thank you so very much. Oh, you just made my day. You made my late Saturday. Thank you so much, Barbara Clark. Look at her. Boy, y'all know how to put a smile on my face. Amoira, have wonderful, blessed Sunday. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate you. We're going to go eat steak tomorrow, okay? Hubby and I are going to eat some steak tomorrow. So thank y'all so very much. I appreciate it. She said, nah, Keys be over there lying and shit. Yeah, he be doing just what the prosecutor doing, embellishing. He be doing exactly. He be embellishing. She said, nope, I have not, but I'm listening. Oh, let me play it for you then. Hold on. Let me play you what witness number 4 was heard stating on another just riding around the crime scene. Hold on, let me get to it. All right, listen up, Teresa, if you in here.
Sitting in the street so you can see they car.
Oh, you can see they
They
car.
was in the street, but when she shot her, she was in the street.
Oh, okay.
When she shot her the first time, she hit the ground. She shot that girl 3 times.
Yes, well, she shot her twice. She one the clone jammed and one went on.
And you can hear they just talking, don't know what they talking about. She shot that girl 3 times. She shot her twice. She shot her 50.
The hood of the car.
Because
Her car.
she shot the first time, the first bullet took her down.
Yeah, I mean, you could have fought her then. Yeah.
Shot in the face
And this is school right here.
Yeah,
Okay, so what I want you to hear, Teresa, is the man. He allegedly supposed to be Leonardo Dorci, or however you say his name. Witness number 4.
school over here.
Look at
This
that.
where she dropped her baby off right there.
Uh-huh.
Then she was on that side. She turned around, did a U-turn. They was out the car standing up, so that's what made her stop. I wouldn't have stopped.
Yeah. But I heard his car had her blocked in. See, this is a narrow street.
Right.
Yeah.
If his car,
You got to see them.
yeah.
They trying to say, the ladies that's in the car, they just so funny. They said, I heard that his car, meaning Carlos' car, had Romeca blocked in. How Carlos gonna have Romeca blocked in? But that ain't even no argument. That's just them talking. Hold on.
She turned.
She saw him and
She stopped right away.
She stopped
They
her
got
car.
out, you motherfuckers, they got the arguing and stuff like this. They going back and forth and forth. And I'm looking at them like, damn. And I didn't even see the girl till I got to walking down. I walked in because I'm like, why she arguing with that nigga like that? Why don't they just go on? I'm like, so when I see the other girl now, I'm like, oh, that's why because I'm like, I didn't
That's why she
understand
stopped her.
why
She
they
saw
was
her.
going at it so hard.
You
Yeah.
saw that girl standing
So
there.
was
That's
him
why
and
she
Romeca
stopped.
fighting?
No, what there? Yeah,
Yeah, they was
it
fighting.
wasn't none of this.
Yeah,
They was arguing back and
tussling.
forth, and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of shit.
Him and Romeca fighting?
No, what there? Yeah,
they was
it
fighting.
wasn't none of this.
Yeah,
They was arguing back and forth,
tussling.
and him pushing her away, get away, all that type of shit.
He was pushing her away. He said it wasn't nothing like this. He said it was them arguing and him pushing her away, saying, get away, and stuff like that. Okay? So Carlos is pushing Romeca away, telling her to get away. Okay? That does not sound like a man that was trying to beat somebody's ass that day. That sounds like a man that was trying to keep somebody away. Why? Y'all tell me, why did Carlos need to push Romeca away? Why is he telling? And this contradicts them saying he was pushing Holly. No, he was standing in between them, trying to keep them separate, but he was pushing Romeca, telling Romeca to get away because Romeca was the aggressor. She was the aggressor, not Holly. She said they would not clear the narrative of Romeca being in the wrong. Nah, they ain't gonna do that. She said all of them Romeca supporters tell lies. A lot of those Romeca supporters know she was wrong, but they feel sorry because she died. Yeah, I believe they do feel sorry that she passed away, but it's some things that you cannot excuse, okay? And one of the things that you cannot excuse is that she is the one that popped out, jumped out of the car, and was automatically upset, okay? You heard the guy say she got out of the car and said, you motherfuckers. Carlos actually told them that she said she got out of the car cussing and saying, I knew I was going to catch y'all. I told y'all I was going to catch y'all one day. I told y'all I was going to catch y'all one day. Now, I went back through my notes, y'all. I want to pull this up right quick because I want to bring something up that was a part of the paperwork that helped Holly get a restraining order, okay? I'm going to pull it up right quick. This is what helped her secure the restraining order. Now, whether these are true or not, I don't know. Why? Well, because Romeca did not challenge them in court, all right? So these are all the threats that was made that she used to get the default restraining order, okay? Now, I want to zoom in on this one. Can y'all see that? Let me zoom it in a little bit. Let me zoom in a little bit. Okay. Let's put well, it says it's on 200. I guess that's the can you go in further? Oh no. So can y'all see that? It says on September the 28th, Romeca Blackman called me multiple times that day and said she hopes me and my baby die. She says she's going to bust my head open when she sees me. Do y'all see that? Or do I need to take a screenshot and make it bigger? Do y'all see that? Let me take a screenshot and make it bigger. Just on this one. These are the many threats that she made, but I just want to concentrate on this one right here. So if someone tells you that they're going to bust your head while open or bust your head open when they see you, what's going through your mind? Tell me. Let's just get to the part where it says she's going to bust my head open when she see me. She hope me and my baby dies, right? That's what she said. She hope me and my baby dies, but she's going to bust my head open when she sees me. I want to know what you're thinking. Tell me. If someone tells you that and then now you see them for the first time, what are you thinking when they say that she's going to bust my head open when she sees me? She said, honestly, from the videos we've seen, that sounds just like something Meeks would say. Yeah, but I want right now for you to like take Meeks out of it and just put yourself in the shoes of a person that just received a threat like this one. Let's just put Meeks and Holly out of it for a moment and put you and someone that you've been feuding back and forth with, or, you know, just assuming you've been feuding back and forth with someone, but someone sent you a message and said, or either called you and said, she's going to bust my head open when she sees me. What are you thinking when you finally see them in person for the first time? I want to know, will this statement come to your mind? Will you think about this statement at all? She said, I will be prepared to protect my baby. Okay. The way she pulled up on them. Okay. Be prepared to protect. I wouldn't take the threat lightly. Okay. I wouldn't take the threat lightly. Be in defense and protect myself and my child. Okay. I wouldn't wait to find out if she was going to. Ooh. Now listen, because self-defense doesn't even require you to feel that you're going to die. Self-defense is also if you feel that someone is about to cause bodily harm. Is busting your head open, would you consider that great bodily harm? If someone has told you that they're going to bust your head open when they see you, not when they talk to you, not when y'all texting back and forth or whatever, but when they see you, and now this is the first time that they have laid eyes on you, will that statement come to your mind that someone said that they're going to bust your head open when they see you? She said, when you see her, you will automatically go into fight or flight mode. Exactly. A reasonable, sane person will think about this statement the moment they lay eyes on that person. This statement will come to their mind. It will. She said, I'm going to bust her first. Get them t-shirts ready. Somebody sent me that we would square up when we saw each other. So you're just saying y'all going to square up. You're going to fight her because you're on concrete, right? You're on concrete. So if someone told you that they're going to bust your head open when they see you, are you going to sit and wait and see if they're going to carry that out? If they're going to cause you great bodily harm? She said, I'm going to take that threat to heart and be prepared to protect myself. That doesn't give her the right to shoot Romeca. Okay, Well, what does it give her the right to do? Run? What do you think she should have done, Sean? If that doesn't give her the right to shoot Romeca, tell me, what do you think she should have done? She said, what's on the second page? Oh, I could put all the threats back up here. Hold on. Now, these threats are threats that I actually wrote down from what was in the report that she gave, that she said before the court. Hold on one second. Let me get back to it. What did I do with it? Give me a second. Oh, here they go. What was on the second page? She said a lot. Would y'all like for me to go over the threats? This is what helped her get the restraining order. Romeca called my grandmother's cell phone on December the 3rd at 12:48 p.m. twice and said, "Is this Esther Johnson? I'm going to kill your granddaughter, Khadijah." On November the 14th, Romeca Blackman liked a video on my TikTok and I immediately blocked her. On November the 8th, Romeca Blackman reached out to my close friend Rebecca by phone stating she's going to beat my ass. On November the 7th, Romeca Blackman called my phone unknown multiple times that day from her phone and her son's cell phone number. I have an app on my phone that shows me who's calling me unknown. That's how I knew who was calling me unknown. On 29th of October, 29th and the 30th of October, Romeca Blackman called my phone unknown multiple times that day as well. I have an app that shows me who's calling unknown from her son's phone and her phone. On September the 28th, Romeca Blackman called me multiple times that day and said she hopes me and my baby die. She said she's going to bust my head open when she sees me. On September the 27th, 28th, 29th, and the 30th, Romeca Blackman called my phone multiple times a day asking where I'm at and what she's going to do to me. Also, while she was on the phone, I could hear her hitting Carlos Smith while saying to her son, "Stop hitting my daddy." I think it meant while her son was saying, "Stop hitting my daddy." On August the 27th, Romeca Blackman called my phone multiple times that day saying she's going to kill me. While I'm trying to, okay, let's finish. On October the 9th, she called me unknown multiple times at 2 a.m. I was asleep and did not answer. On September the 16th, Romeca Blackman texted my phone with bothering messages. Okay, that might be the day she sent her vagina. On September the 15th, Romeca Blackman texted me. On September the 7th, Romeca Blackman called and texted me and sent me inappropriate, oh no, this is when she sent the inappropriate videos of her private area. Damn. On August the 28th, Romeca called me and left me a voicemail. She has left me voicemails on multiple occasions. Romeca Blackman has reached out to me multiple times on Instagram, calling and writing to me multiple times. May 13th was the most recent harassment on Instagram. Romeca Blackman Googled my name and found my grandmother's address, found my mother's phone number, found my grandmother's phone number, and is currently seeking my home address. Romeca Blackman called my friend Rebecca unknown and straight through multiple times a day as well. Romeca Blackman texts my mother's phone looking for me. Romeca Blackman texts Carlos' phone, my grandmother's phone, Romeca Blackman texts Carlos's phone, my grandmother's address, and also called Rebecca and told Rebecca she has my grandmother's address. Do y'all see all this shit? Who's the first time? Raise your hand if it's the first time you ever heard of all these threats. Raise your hand if this is the first time you've heard of all of these threats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 threats. 19 threats. Raise your hand if this is the first time you have heard of all of these threats. Okay, Kimberly. Kimberly said this is her first time hearing it. Rainey, this is your first time hearing it? If she had went to work after dropping her son off to school instead of busting a U-turn, she would still be alive today. Loving on her son, dancing, looking cute, looking fine. You know what I'm saying? Still out here. Still out here. shining and being great, right? She says, shaking my motherfucking head. So I asked you, if you received these many threats, what would you do? Because they say she got a restraining order because she wanted to kill her. They say none of this right here warrant her going to get a restraining order. No. No. They say that she went and got a restraining order because she wanted to kill Romeca, not because of the 19 threats. They said them threats wasn't shit. People just talk. That's what they say. People just talk. Would you threaten someone 19 times? She said, anybody know why Rebecca's statement haven't been used in defense of Holly being released? It hasn't been used in defense of Holly being released because it's not valid right now. It's not warrant right now. But during trial, it'll come up. You got to understand there's a difference in trial and detention. Trial and detention. But they said that this is just talk. None of this matters, is what they said. Oh, people just talk. People just talk. None of this matters. They said, nah, she wasn't scared. She went and got the restraining order because she wanted to KI Romeca, not because she wanted to protect herself. Nah, she didn't want to protect herself. That's not why she went and got the restraining order. She got a restraining order because she was jealous and she wanted Romeca gone. She wanted Romeca gone, but yet Romeca is reaching out to her. And guess what they say about this? Well, how do we know that that's even true? Romeca had an opportunity to go before the judge and prove that it wasn't true. She had an opportunity. But she says, nah, I don't want to do that. Fuck that shit. I'm not going to court. So then the court said, you got 30 days to contest this. And she didn't even contest it in the 30 days. Yeah. She said, and Holly has proof because I remember she asked the judge, did she want her to bring it? Yes, she has proof. And some of her proof is 911 reports because 911 was called. So that is why I look at Holly as she did what she thought was legally right? She went before the judge. She said, hey, can you please stop this girl and keep her away from me? Keep her away from me. I just want to be able to live my life without being harassed, bothered, and threatened by this lady. And guess what, y'all? Guess what I learned? Even after the restraining order, she still harassed Holly. She still harassed Holly even after the restraining order. And yes, they have proof. Yes, there's proof. There's absolutely proof. She said, Romeca family failed her by coddling this behavior. It's truly unfortunate. The family should have stepped in a long time ago. Now they have to live with the real guilt. Okay. She said, so could it not be included in the appeal? Just asking because it seems she's a third party that could validate the threats and risks. This is crazy. I don't know if that will even go in the appeal because I don't even know how important that is at detention. I don't know. But this is crazy. This is crazy. She says, don't forget all the... Wait a minute. Who is this? It says Tiff the Gift 33. Did you steal somebody's name? She says, don't forget all the text messages in lost phone. Exactly. Now that is going to be brought up in court because it is important. It is absolutely important. Okay? I can't wait to hear the messages she was leaving on Holly's phone. All type of things like it's on site. So and that's another thing. If somebody tells you it's on site, what are you going to think? What are you going to think if somebody tells you it's on site? It's on site. We didn't heard a bunch of people say it's on site. Now, I heard it since we've been a part of YouTube drama. I ain't never heard it before. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't never heard nobody say that before I started all this I got involved in all of this mess. And then I heard It's on Site. I think the first person I ever heard It's on Site was from Toya. Toya was the first person that I ever heard It's on Site. Okay? So if somebody tell you it's on site when they see you, does that go along with the I'm going to bust your head wide open when I see you? She said, I heard a lot of them, but geesh. Amoira, are the dates of Lil Lo's birthday when Romeca was calling documented on this TPO? So if that was his birthday, yes, that whole weekend she called. And if his birthday the 28th, then that collaborates what's been said, because it said because Carlos told me she called a whole weekend. She called the whole weekend while he was with her in Tennessee. And it says on September the 27th, 28th, 29th, and the 30th, Romeca Blackman called my phone multiple times a day asking where am I and what she was going to do to me. So if the birthday, this looks like the weekend right here, y'all. Let me highlight this. This looked like the birthday. Let's put this a different color. Let's put this green. So on September the 27th, 28th, 29th, and the 30th, this is when she called her that weekend, harassing the dog shit out of her. And she was with Carlos that weekend. Make that make sense. She filed a TPO in December 2024. She did. So this was September 2024. Now, let me tell you what I heard. Let me go back up here. Okay, it says on December the 3rd, she called my grandmother. So this is what I was told. I was told the reason why she had been receiving threats for a long time, but what made her go file the restraining order is when she scared the crap out of her grandmother. Because you know how grandmothers are. We take things way more serious, right? And the grandmama got worried and like, no, you know, you're not about to be putting up with this. You need to go protect yourself. And that is why she went and filed a restraining order, because she was just dealing with the bullshit, okay? She was just dealing with the bullshit. But when it reached to her grandmother, that is when she decided to say, okay, you know what? My grandmother might be right. My grandmother may be right. Let me go ahead and protect myself. Y'all know sometimes we need our grandparents or our parents to tell us things that we don't know. Okay, she said facts are more, but they don't want to hear that though. Yeah, they don't want to hear it. It's okay. It's okay. They can not want to hear it all they want to. They would love to tell you that all these threats are lies. I even heard one of them say, or maybe more than one, but at least one say that they believe that Holly made up every last one of these threats. That Romeca would never. That Romeca would never. Romeca could never. This ain't her. She was too sweet of a person. She was too sweet of a mother. She would never. She had everything going on in her life. She wasn't stunting little old bitty Holly. She didn't care nothing about Holly. She was the star. Holly wanted her life, remember? She said, how you think of effing with someone's grandmother? Girl, I have no idea. That's just wrong under every... Girl, I can't even... Woo, child. I mean, threatening someone's grandmother. Is this Esther Johnson? I'm going to KI your granddaughter, Kadasia. Man, that's sickness to me. You call someone's grandmother and say that? I'm going to KI your granddaughter. And you know, I'm going to say this. We may look at them and we say 19 threats, right? But how do we know that Romeca wouldn't have carried this out? We call them threats. But were they threats or were they promises? We say threats. But how do we know? Were they threats or were they promises? She said, how can you judge someone's character based on social media pictures? Girl, they judged a character because they twist the narrative and they want it to fit however they want it to fit. They really believe that her writing that letter to her son on the day of the incident made her the best mama ever. I even heard one of the supporters say, she could be my daughter. Like, oh, I think of her as my daughter, you know? She couldn't be my daughter. I wouldn't want a daughter like that. No. Because I would have asked her a long time ago, like, is something wrong with you? Like, do we need to sit down on somebody's couch? Like, what is going on with you? Something is not adding up. There's clearly something disconnected up there. She said, my father is a retired police officer and has always taught me that when someone threatens you, believe they will do what they say they will do. Never take threats lightly. Okay? This is the toxic behavior her family condoned. That's crazy as fuck. Now they want to place blame. Girl. Exactly. But they say these are just words. So let me ask you this. If these are words, right? Then, because you know this is criminal. A lot of this stuff in here is criminal. Like, she could have filed criminal charges. So my thing is, if this is words, then why would someone get locked up for saying things like this? If it's just words. Oh, you know how people are just mad. They just say things they don't mean. And I get that. I understand that some people say things they don't mean. But do you repeatedly say it over and over and over? Let's count the times that she said that she was gonna KI her. Okay, right here. I'm gonna take this color off, and I'm gonna take all the colors off. No color, no color. Okay, I'm gonna take all the colors off, and all the red is what I'm gonna do red for all the times that she threatened to kill her. Okay, so this one, red. Okay, so 2 times of she's going to kill me. Now, I'm going to also paint red when she said that she was going to cause some type of physical harm, okay? So there, she's going to kill me. This, she's going to beat my ass. She's going to bust my head wide open. This one is just said, she called me multiple times a day asking where am I at and what she's going to do to me. So I'm going to highlight that one because what she's going to do to me. I don't know what bothering messages mean. And this one just says, text my phone looking for me. All right, so of the 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 message out of 19 was either death or great bodily harm. 5 out of the 19 threats were death or great bodily harm. And that is what we know. Because some of the things she just said, she called me and harassed me, we don't know what the harassment was. Or she called and I was asleep, right? But for what she put on here, 5 times, great bodily harm or death is what she relayed. Okay? She said, in that video, I think we did hear Romeca asking Holly where she was. Let's play it again. I got the video. Hold on. I got the video. Let's play it.
You a bum,
Look
Holly.
how you look.
Huh? You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum. Way more than you, and I can guarantee it. Girl, all you got is $10,000. Stop playing. How much you got saved up? Where your baby daddy at?
Why
Girl,
are you
that's not your
arguing
baby
with her?
daddy.
You tweaking, man.
She claim you her baby daddy. You her baby daddy, Lois? You her baby daddy?
We go see.
Exactly, bitch. She ain't never gonna say yes.
I did.
She said you was in the club saying Holly your baby mama. He was just in the club saying what, Holly? You was just in the club saying Holly your baby mama?
I guess so, yeah.
Is Lil Los having fun? You was just in the club saying hi to your baby mama?
Yeah, why you just hit me?
You was? You was in the club saying hi to your baby mama?
Get back.
Yeah, okay.
I want to see it again.
You a bum,
Look
Holly.
how you look.
You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum. Way more than you, and I can guarantee it. Girl, all you got is $10,000. Stop playing. How much you got saved up? Where your baby daddy at?
Why
Girl,
are you
that's not
arguing
your
with
baby
her?
daddy.
You tweaking, man.
She claim you her baby daddy. You her baby daddy, Los? You her baby daddy?
We gonna see.
Exactly, bitch. She ain't never gonna say yes.
I did.
She said you was in the club saying Holly your baby mama. He was just in the club saying what, Holly? You was just in the club saying Holly your baby mama?
I guess so, yeah.
Is Lil Los having fun? You was just in the club saying Holly your baby mama?
Yeah, why you just hit me?
You was? You was in the club saying Holly your baby mama?
Get back.
Yeah, okay.
Holly said, yeah, he got 2 baby mamas. She did not like that, honey. She wanted to be the only one. So I didn't hear her say in that video, where you at? It sounded like she said, where your baby daddy at? But why does she care where Holly's baby daddy at? She said, chat, we just had a ball at Lo's sister birthday party. Ow. Ow, David. Ow. That's good you guys had fun. But yeah, so she said, where your baby daddy at? Why is she worried about Holly's baby daddy? Okay? Why? Why is she worrying about Holly's baby daddy? Because, baby, she just wanted to put out her mind that Carlos was the daddy. She can't stand that. She couldn't stand to even think of it. She did not want to accept it at all. She said it's still cracking right now. Oh, is it? Well, you guys be careful, but enjoy yourselves. She said, what did Rainey say? Rainey said, what'd you say, Rainey? Holly had her press as fuck. Dakota said, this young lady should have been in therapy a long time ago. This is not normal, healthy behavior. Girl, no. But you will hear a lot of people say, you guys weren't healthy either. She's, I mean, y'all was just as toxic as she was. Not all of us, but not all of us. But some people will just tell you this is just how all females act when a man is a cheater, a man is a liar, a man is this and that, and blah, 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 blah. They would say this is just how a woman acts when she's dealing with a cheating boyfriend. This is just how she acts. Unfortunate. It's an unfortunate situation, you guys. But yeah, so she's talking about, where your baby daddy at? Where your baby daddy at? You a bomb. Where your baby daddy?
You a bum,
Look
Holly.
how you look.
You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum, Holly. You a bum. Way more than you, and I can guarantee it. Girl, all you got is $10,000. Stop playing. How much you got saved up? Where your baby daddy at?
Why
Girl,
are you
that's not
arguing
your
with
baby
her?
daddy.
You tweaking, man.
She claim you her baby daddy. You her baby daddy, Los? You her baby daddy?
We gonna see.
Exactly, bitch. She ain't never gonna say yes.
I did.
She said you was in the club saying Holly your baby mama. He was just in the club saying what, Holly? You was just in the club saying Holly your baby mama?
I guess so, yeah.
Is Lil Los having fun? You was just in the club saying Holly your baby mama?
Yeah, why you just hit me?
You was? You was in the club saying Holly your baby mama?
Get back.
Yeah, okay.
And see, the thing about it is, you got some people saying, oh, he was such an abuser. He used to beat her ass, all the time, and this, that, and the other. So I just want to ask y'all a question. For those that have ever dealt with an abusive man, if you put hands on him and hit him like that, would an abusive man hit your ass back? Or would they allow you to hit them like that? Let me know in the comments, y'all. I really want to know, if a man was an abusive man, would he allow you to hit him like that and he say, why you just hit me? Or would he get up and lay your ass out? Which one, y'all? Because I just want to know. I want to know, will an abusive man allow you to get away with some licks? And not just licks. We've also seen her threaten him multiple times. Would an abusive man allow you to do that, or would he lay your ass out? She said, nope, he would hit you back. Okay. You can't act that way with everyone because one day you will meet your match. Okay, nope. Okay, I see. She's hitting him in front of Lil Lowe's. Yeah. He would have definitely hit her back or worse. Oof. She said, I can see it, no manslaughter and probation. Are you saying that you're saying that she's going to get, you think she's going to get manslaughter and probation? Is that what you just said? I can see it now, manslaughter and probation. She said he will hit you back. Okay, an abusive man will whoop your ass. She said an abusive man will whoop your ass. I just want to know, and y'all don't have to be scared. I'm not going to cuss you out or anything. Who in the comments still believe that Carlos is an abuser? That he's an abuser? I just want to know. Who believes that Carlos is an abuser? She said an abusive man would beat your ass, not sit there and just take it. Rainey said, nope, mistrial. Rainey thinks it's going to be a mistrial, and somebody else said it's going to be, what'd you say? It's going to be manslaughter and probation. So Ripmo said manslaughter and probation, and Rainey says nope, mistrial or not guilty. I say acquittal with acquittal and self-defense because they could not prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. I say acquittal. Acquittal, so not guilty. Carlos let Romeca get away with way too much. Girl, what you done said? Show have. Yes, he did. Amen. Hallelujah. That is true. I think their relationship was toxic as hell. I don't think that he was abusive toward her, though. I don't either. I think that he was reactive, not active. Now, I don't even know if that's a thing, but it sounds like a thing to me. I believe that he was reactive. He never just hollered off and hit her. To me, it was more of him responding to her attacks. Him responding to her attacks. Anytime that they ever got into it, it was after what she has done. Not anytime they got into it, but when it became physical, him responding to her attacks. She wouldn't hit an abuser. She was aggressive. Carlos is fine, and she didn't like the fact that he had another woman. I believe that it might have acted with, that part. Reactive abuse to her abuse, but reactive abuse is considered self-defense. Oh, is it? Is it? Because I believe from just talking to him and seeing some of the messages that I saw and video footage, because trust me, this lady had there's a recording where he's videotaping her, literally have the phone videotaping her. And she's like, I fucked your friend and I did it like 7 or 8 times and it's good too. So let me just ask you this, because I know I can't even say that in front of my husband. My husband has never hit me, but I believe he will hit me if I said something like that. I believe Jay will either hit me or leave my ass. But how many of y'all can say I fuck your friend in front of your man and not get hit on? The man don't get angry, but if a person say I fucked your friend 7 or 8 times and it was good too, like, first of all, who does that? But second of all, do you think a man would hit you? Do you think a man would lay hands on you if you said something like that in his presence? An abusive man at that. If an abusive man heard you say something like that, are they laying you out? Or are they just going to sit there and just, you know, just sit there and do nothing? Or are they laying your ass out? I want to know. She said, never believe he was an abuser, reactive abuse. She said, I don't believe he abused her. Okay. Yeah, that would definitely cause some violence. That's what I'm saying. What man is going to sit there and listen to you say something like that? And if he's an abuser and he don't beat the shit out of you? I'm saying if he's an abuser. If he's supposed to be an abuser and you say, I fucked your friend, and it was good too. I don't think a woman would tell an abusive man that. Would you? If your man was abusive and you knew at a drop of a dime he would beat your ass, would you tell him that you fucked his friend? I just want to know. Would you tell him? Would you mutter those words? Even if you did do it, would you tell him that you did it? I know I wouldn't. She said a real man would take disrespect like that. You mean wouldn't take it? If he was abusive, she wouldn't be hitting him. Okay. Head, meat, wash, and dry. Do I have any guys in here? Will any guy care to answer that? If your woman told you that they just effed your friend, what's your next move? That sounds like he was talking to the other Holly. What do you mean, Tammy? She said, I'm not telling no man that shit. Me neither. Shit, I don't even care if I did do it. I'm not telling no man that. I'm not about to get shit. I don't know what happened. I ain't telling no man that Carlos was just a cheater and things got out of hand. Okay. He really does not seem abusive to me. Exactly. It's more responding to the bullshit. Responding, you know? She says reactive abuse is generally understood as a defense reaction to ongoing abuse, and many advocates frame it as a form of self-defense rather than mutual abuse. You know, he said to me one time, he said, yeah, you know, her and I got into it and, you know, and I caught charges dealing with her. He said, but she's the only woman that I've ever had to lay hands on. Ever. Ever. He said, and it didn't start off like that. He told me, he said, it didn't start off like that, you know, but quickly after, like soon after, shortly after, should I say, she just haul off and just punched me in my face out of nowhere. She would punch him if she thought he was looking at a girl. He said it just out of nowhere, just boom, you know? And he, you know, I don't know what you call this, but, you know, he thought, oh, damn, this girl love me. Damn, this girl crazy shit over me. So they start thinking that that's just showing that, you know, they head over heels over that guy. They love that guy so much, they head over heels. So he started to look at it as, hell, she just expressing her deep feelings. She love me. She don't want me looking at nobody else. She want me all to herself. So they start to believe that if a woman does that, that just means she'll crash out for you. That means she love you for life. But if she won't crash out over you, that means she ain't really that into you. She said, I think he messed her house up because she messed his car up. That's exactly what he said. She fucked his shit up, so he went and fucked her shit up. They call him an abuser because of the black eye, but what I failed to understand, if he indeed blacked her eye that day, she would have been the only one in custody that day. Exactly. Exactly. He said she stabbed him in the foot and he pushed her and she hit her eye on something. So I guess if you want to say he caused it by pushing her, but if somebody stabbed you in your motherfucking ankle, what you doing? But he had it on camera. He had it on video. And he didn't get arrested that day. But the times that he got arrested, it was when like he was on house arrest. He said that she would threaten him all the time when he was on house arrest. So when you on house arrest, there's only so much you could do and not do, and they can get your ass in trouble. So like, you know, he was on house arrest and she would call the police or threaten to call the police if he didn't do something, you know, because she knew that if they came out, it was his ass. So, you know, there's a lot of things that he couldn't do because he was on, I want to say he said 2-year house arrest. 2-year house arrest. 2-year house arrest dealing with someone that know that they play with 911 and they can call and say whatever and your ass is locked up. That's dangerous. So he had to like be super duper nice to her to not, you know, for her to not call the police and get him in trouble and shit like that. But it was a time or two that she did call the police and he got in trouble, you know, for her. She said, Los, if you are listening, love shouldn't hurt this woman. Love shouldn't hurt. This woman was abusing you, and I would say the same things if it was the other way around. Yep. He did get abused in that relationship, and not just physical. He got verbally abused, mentally abused. Yeah. And if people want to say, oh, well, more cheating is abuse, he abused her by cheating. You know, he lied to her because cheating is a form of lying. I guess you could say that's mental abuse, lying to someone. She said Romeca was something else. She was definitely something else. But Los wasn't the only one cheating in the relationship. They had to get, anyway. He wasn't the only one cheating in the relationship. He wasn't the only one cheating in the relationship. But a lot of people want to focus on the man cheating. What about the woman cheating? What about the woman cheating? He wasn't the only one cheating. So anyway. And he knew that. He knew that. And then you got a woman that's constantly telling you that your son ain't his, that y'all's son is not his. Like she say and do toxic shit, just toxic stuff, you know? At the end of the day, you have a choice to stay in a relationship with the man who isn't loving you correctly. Yeah, you have a choice to stay or leave. And I hear a lot of people say, oh, he should have just left her alone instead of just playing with her feelings. Why didn't she leave him alone? If he was such this cheater and she didn't want to be with him, why she just didn't leave him alone? And then you hear, oh, she was moving on. She was getting her life together. She wasn't moving on, not pulling up on September the 8th. I don't know what the fuck moving on supposed to look like to y'all, but that don't look like moving on to me. September the 8th, she wasn't moving on. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, no, ma'am. September the 8th, she was not moving on. September the 8th, she was pulling up because why? She saw Holly with him. Period. That lady used to catch Ubers to his house, have the Uber to leave, and force him to take her home. You heard him say her pull-up game was strong. Her pull-up game was strong. And it's funny because I watched this video again the other day. Let me pull this video up right quick. I watched this video the other day, and I just wanted to ask, like, let me get the video first. And then I'm going to ask my question. Let me find the video. Where is the video? Because I just want to know. I want y'all to help me out and tell me what y'all think. Give me a second. Let me pull this video up. I just watched it the other day. Different strokes for different folks. People do things differently. Because I damn sure wouldn't have done this. Hold on. But have y'all ever recorded yourself stalking your man? Okay. Have y'all ever pulled up on your man and videotaped the shit?
I thought you were home. Ain't that what you said? I'm at home. You ain't nowhere near home. You ain't nowhere near at home. And I'm ringing both bells. What you study lying for? I knew you was pulling up to a bitch crib. That's why you blocked me. Like I said, you was pulling up to her crib. Bitch, I ain't stupid. Y'all whole lights on up there and everything. Who the fuck you think you lying to, Carlos? All you do is lie. All you fucking do is lie. All your ass do is lie. Bitch who was just on the phone with me for 45 minutes driving to a bitch house arguing with me, and whole time you pulling up to a bitch crib.
Who videotaped themselves? Who videotaped themselves going up to their man's house, stalking them? Who?
I thought you were home. Ain't that what you said? I'm at home. You ain't nowhere near home. You ain't nowhere near at home. And I'm ringing both bells. What you study lying for? I knew you was pulling up to a bitch crib. That's why you blocked me. Like I said, you was pulling up to her crib. Bitch, I ain't stupid. Y'all whole lights on up there and everything. Who the fuck you think you lying to, Carlos? All you do is lie. All you fucking do is lie. All your ass do is lie. Bitch who was just on the phone with me for 45 minutes driving to a bitch house arguing with me, and whole time you pulling up to a bitch crib.
So, and they say, why didn't Carlos leave her alone, right? If she felt like he was lying and all he did is lie, and she had to go and, find him at another girl's house or another girl at his house, why stay, y'all? Why not? Why didn't she say, you know what? I deserve better because I am better. And I'm not going to stay in a relationship with a man that all they do is lie. All you do is lie. If all he does is lie, why are you still with him? Why? I'm going to show y'all this other video. I'm pretty sure y'all haven't seen it before, but I'm just going to put it up for your memory. Just your memory. Hold on. Let me put it up. Just your memory. Is this it? Yeah, this it. Just your memory, right? Because this is for the ones in the back that says Holly was jealous of Romeca. Romeca had everything, and Holly was just so mad at Romeca. She was just doing everything because she wanted to be Romeca. Tell me if y'all remember this shit right here, honey. Honey. Tell me what you think about this.
Nobody know them. Exactly, and that's what's funny, because Los be like, you talk to people, I talk to people that people don't know. And that's what's funny. Dude, that's how I knew everything came from her, because anybody I talk to don't shit ever get out. But the one moment I talk to you, it get out, bitch, that shit came from you and you only.
So you got a woman sitting here literally scrolling through Holly's photos, stalking Holly. This is so disturbing to me. This is so disturbing to me. She is watching Holly get in a car, right? Get in her car, hugging on Los, right? Taking photos, hugging on Los. But yet you have tons of women, not tons, I shouldn't say tons, but you have hundreds of women, maybe even thousands of women that's screaming that Holly was bothered by Romeca. Romeca had the life that Holly wanted. Romeca. Holly wanted to be Romeca so bad. She lived the good life. If that's the case, then why don't we see, right, Holly stalking Romeca, but we see Romeca stalking Holly? And I think when this video dropped, people that, don't like Holly, they said, what did they say? Come on, tell me you ain't never looked at your ex-boyfriend new woman. You want to know who the new woman is? If I did, I damn sure didn't record the shit. I damn sure didn't record the shit if I did, right? But, I mean, You know, I honestly don't remember ever doing that because I don't think I was ever put in a position to do that. Okay. But is this not weird to you guys? She's literally combing through the videos. She watching this young lady get in the day. Man, this is Stalkerish 101. Stalkerish 101. Literally watching this young lady get in the car, hugging on Carlos. She wasn't no secret. Look how she flipping through the photos. And then she goes further, start looking at the photos, and then start looking at Holly's friends. Look at her. Look at her looking at Holly. Look at all the pictures. Listen, then she started looking through the friend list and reaching out to the friends. She said Carlos was tired of her obnoxious behavior and made it official with Holly. Listen, who's the press one, y'all? Who's press? Who was the press as fuck one in this situation? Now, I'm going to say it like this. You got to be smart and intelligent to be able to answer this. You have to be smart and intelligent, okay? Because if you're not smart and intelligent, you might get it wrong. You might get it wrong. I got a longer video of this. I have to bring that up to y'all later. It's actually a long video. The video of this one is 21 minutes long. 21 minutes long. This whole video is 21 minutes. I'll play it for you guys one day. Monitoring someone is definitely considered stalking behavior. But I want to ask y'all, if you've ever stalked your ex's new girl, did you ever videotape yourself doing it? I mean, you're probably going to say you never stalked her. I don't, when I'm over with a guy, I don't give a fuck who he's dating. I don't care. I don't care what she looks like, how much money she has, how many kids she has. I don't give a shit. I don't give no damns if I'm done with you. Because if I want you, I'm going to get you back, right? If I want you. But if I'm done with you, I'm done with you. Who you date don't make me shit. It does not matter. I don't care. That's her problem now. You are officially her issue now, not mine. So why am I going to go and see, oh, does she have a nice car? Does she have a nice body? She is watching this girl get in the car. This shit is actually low-key scary. That's low-key scary, is it not? And they say the restraining order was just to set her up. The restraining order was just something because she wanted her gone. She wanted Los all to herself. Oh, really? Yeah, okay. I have looked up someone that my baby daddy was cheating with, but not to the extreme, and I actually left. Did you video record yourself? She said, that's right, Amoira. I feel the same way. Did you tape yourself, Rainey? Did you videotape yourself? Y'all, this is disturbing. And I can only imagine what else is in her phone. She said, I don't give a damn, but I had a few always contacting me, though. She said, Romeca was definitely pressed. Press. But they want us to believe otherwise. They want us to believe that Holly was pressed over Romeca, not the other way around. She said her voice is so rough. That was like night and day. Yeah, they are like night and day. Holly was not threatened by her. It's obvious Carlos did not want her. Exactly. She said, when it's over, it's over. Exactly. I don't give a damn who you with. I don't care at all. You hear me? Her voice was a little rough. But, you know, but they'll say, she wanted to be Romeca because Romeca's life was just full of joy. Those are people that don't know the story. Those are people that's only going over to somebody else's page and listening to what the fuck they say because they cannot be actually looking and researching shit on their own. Cannot be. It ain't no way they are looking and searching for things on their own. No way. No effing way. Because if they were, they would see that Romeca was definitely the problem, not Holly. they will see that Romeca was the problem, not Holly. You know? And y'all, I'll never forget this video right here. And then I'm going to close out because we've already been on for almost 3 hours. All right? I know some of y'all are knocked out sleep, but y'all got to just watch this one video with me. Watch this one with me, y'all, and then I'm going to let y'all go to sleep, baby, baby, baby. Raise your hand in the chat if this is your first time ever seeing these videos. I'm pretty sure it's not, but raise your hand in the chat if it is. I may have some newcomers. Who knows? Here we go.
Hang up the phone right now, bitch. You want to sit on the phone and sneak this me to a red ass bitch?
You go right to jail.
With her friend? You want to sneak this me? Yes, she did. She a slut. She a slut enough.
Now, I just want to ask you a question, okay? I want to ask you a question. Let's go back. You know, Carlos said her pull-up game was strong, okay? Her pull-up game was strong. I want to ask you, for an abusive guy, I'm going back to he's an abuser. Is a woman pulling up to an abuser like this? Get off the phone, bitch. Are you pulling up to an abuser calling him a bitch?
Hang up the phone right now, bitch. You want to sit on the phone and sneak this me to a red ass bitch?
You go right to jail.
With her friend? You want to sneak this me? Yes, she did. She a slut. She a slut, and her friend just said it. I got her. She said, record me. And then if any one of them want to lie, call me for them hoes. For you, Kaya, and Holly. She said, call her.
Hey, Mari, you.
Homegirl said she finna go on me with Loso when she was saying, bitch, I'm gonna make them come and be with me. But I've been friends.
What we talking about? But I'm lying. But I'm lying. But I'm lying. But I'm lying.
And she hit him there. Now, again, will an abusive man allow a woman to get out of her car, calling him a bitch, run up on him, and then ultimately knocking his phone out his hand or whatever the fuck she did to him? Huh? Y'all let me know. Would an abusive man allow this?
Hang up the phone right now, bitch. You want to sit on the phone and sneak this me to a red ass bitch?
You go right to jail.
With her friend? You want to sneak this me? Yes, she did. She a slut. She a slut, and her friend just said it. I got her. She said, record me. And then if any one of them want to lie, call me for them hoes. For you, Kaya, and Holly. She said, call her.
Hey, Mari, you.
Homegirl said she finna go on me with Loso when she was saying, bitch, I'm gonna make them come and be with me. But I've been friends.
What we talking about? But I'm lying. But I'm lying. But I'm lying. But I'm lying.
Always putting her hands on somebody. Always putting her hands on somebody. But they want us to believe on September the 8th that she was standing there so afraid of Holly with her arms folded across her chest. She was so afraid of Holly, the big bad wolf. She was so afraid of Holly.
Hang up the phone right now, bitch. You want to sit on the phone and sneak this me to a red ass bitch?
You go right to jail.
With her friend? You want to sneak this me? Yes, she did. She a slut. She a slut, and her friend just said it. I got her. She said, record me. And then if any one of them want to lie, call me for them hoes. For you, Kaya, and Holly. She said, call her.
Hey, Mari, you.
Homegirl said she finna go on me with Loso when she was saying, bitch, I'm gonna make them come and be with me. But I've been friends.
What we talking about?
She wanted to convince Carlos so bad that Holly was a slut. She was having threesome with other people. You know, she was like, I guess, giving her coochie to different men. So she wanted to convince Carlos that Holly was a hoe, basically. Okay? I'm assuming that's what this is about. And she rose up. Get off the phone, bitch. Hang that phone up now, you bitch.
Hang up the phone right now, bitch. You want to sit on the phone and sneak this me to a red ass bitch?
You go right to jail.
With her friend? You want to sneak this me? Yes, she did. She a slut.
And would an abuser say you're going to go right to jail? Or will an abuser knock the fucking shit out of her. Which one, y'all? Will an abuser allow her to roll up like that, or would they knock the shit out of her for rolling up, talking about, get off the phone now, bitch, you little bitch? Or would they knock her ass out?
Hang up the phone right now, bitch. You want to sit on the phone and sneak this me? To a red ass bitch?
You go right to jail.
With her friend? You want to sneak this me? Yes, she did. She a slut. She a slut, and her friend just said it. I got her, and she said, record me. And then if any one of them want to lie, call me for them hoes. For you, Kaya, and Holly. She said, call her.
Hey, Mari, you.
My homegirl said she finna go on me with Loso when she was saying, bitch, I'm gonna make them come and win with me. But I've been friends.
What we talking about? But I'm lying. But I'm lying. But I'm lying. But I'm lying.
And I think if I'm not mistaken, I think I heard him say, get off my shit. Oh, hold on. That's not what I'm trying to get you to hear. I think he said, get off my shit or something like that. But listen, man.
And the Romeca happened.
Oh, okay. No, not that one. Let me send you another one. This is crazy work, y'all. I'm talking about crazy work, baby. Oh my goodness, what is this?
You have time to call the police from the...
Oh, hold on. Crazy work, y'all. Crazy work. Crazy work. So, but anyway, there's another video I want to show y'all, but maybe I'll wait. Yeah, I'm pretty sure y'all seen it. Let me see if I got it over here. If I got it right here, I'll do it. If not, I'm not about to search for that one. I mean, not tonight. I'll search for it, but not tonight. Is this it? No, that's not it. Anyway, I'll show it to you a different time. But anyway, y'all hit that thumbs up button. This is crazy work, crazy work, crazy work. But they want us to believe other things. They want to come out here and, and listen, let me tell you this. It doesn't matter, if they putting the story out and they have 500, 1,000 people in their chat, because you got to understand, a lot of people are out here believing that Romeca was the innocent one and Holly was the aggressor and wanted Romeca deceased so that she could be Carlos's number one, right? But we know that to be not true, okay? We know that Romeca harassed and stalked Holly, okay? And she pulled up on September the 8th on demon time. We know that. And not only on demon time, but she wanted to do what she put in those messages. She wanted to, carry out those threats and great threats of great bodily harm and death to Holly. She stalked her. She was obsessed with her. She was really obsessed with Carlos, and she wanted him to herself. And she could not have him. She tried to convince him that Holly was a whore, that she was all of this shit or whatever, and it wasn't good enough for Carlos, right? Holly was more of Carlos's peace, while Romeca was his hellraiser. But I do believe that he loved Romeca because she was the mother of his child. And he's a family man. If that man was an abuser, it was plenty of times that he would have knocked the shit out of her just off the strength of her mouth alone. Now, do I think that's justifiable? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. But abusive men are not going to allow a woman to talk to them any old kind of way. They're just not. They're not. I don't think so. I think an abusive man will lay you flat on your ass and let you know who's in charge. Okay? Dakota says, so my question is for the Romeca supporters. Do y'all think that this is normal behavior because of the definition of verbal and emotional abuse? This is what it is. Girl, they don't care nothing about no emotional and verbal abuse because they deal with it every single day in their lives. Either they're doing it to their boyfriends or their boyfriends or baby daddies doing it to them. Because, you know, ain't none of them got no damn ring, honey. They don't know what that is these days. But nevertheless, I think that some of these people have adapted to this behavior and look at it like, oh, this is just relationship shit. This is just relationship shit, you know? But she said, of course he loved her. If he didn't love her, he would have, I don't know. What? Tell me, if he didn't love her, J. Lou, what he would have done? She said Holly and Los started recording Meek was a ticking time bomb. Well, they got a whole lot of footage out here. And then, you know, you got La Leslie over there mad, wanting to call people behind the scenes begging, why you doing this? I don't understand why you doing this. Why you want to smear your baby mama name? And see, here's the thing. You can say why you want to smear your baby mama name while she is actively smearing his name. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. Why would a family member, fake family member, whatever you want to call her, why would she want to engage in smearing his name? But she think it's perfectly okay, right, for them to smear his name, but it's just wrong under everything under the sun. Wrong. It's just wrong to say anything against your baby mama. But oh, we can say shit against you. But oh, it's just wrong to say anything against your baby mama. Hold on, y'all. Since we own this, let me get this one last video. I know. But let me get this last video. All right, y'all, listen to this one, honey.
Touch me, bitch. I ain't touching you. I ain't touching you, bitch. I'll stab you in your face.
Do it.
Bitch, I'll stab your bitch ass up. And I mean it. Because why the fuck did you lie and say you been blocked in, bitch, and you won? Why did you lie and say you was blocked in and you wasn't?
No, Los, you ain't getting
Why did you lie and say you was blocked in and you wasn't? Why did you lie? Why did you lie, Los?
Oh.
Why did you lie? That's why I don't like you, because all you do is lie. Why did you lie?
Right,
Los, they said they been right there.
I was in the car with somebody else.
Los, they said they been right there. So why would they lie?
Right there for like 30 minutes or something.
Los, they said they been right there.
So?
All you do is lie. All you do is lie. You a pathetic ass liar. Go upstairs, and I'm gonna show you how much I feel about you.
All right. So, you guys, in this video right here, you hear her say, I'ma stab your bitch ass in the face. And I want y'all to see something. She had just keyed his car too. But I want y'all to see something. Let me see if I can get it on there. Right here. Look at them scissors in her hand. Look at them scissors in her hand. Right here, y'all. These are scissors right there. She said, I'ma stab your bitch ass in your face. Okay? Why am I even talking about this? Because this is supposed to be an abusive man. An abusive man ain't explaining the way he is. He explaining to her like as if he was her child. She was so abusive to this man. She was so aggressive and toxic to this man. You know? Now, if any other woman on the internet act like this or behave this way to a man, they will come on here and drag the woman for doing such thing. But the reason why they're not dragging her is because they want her to be looked at in a clean, bright pink light. But baby, this is toxicity 101. Take a picture if you need to, because this is the picture with Romeca with a pair of scissors. She pulled up on him with a pair of scissors. She was dropped off by Uber, mind you, but she got them scissors with her. She got a weapon. Scissors are weapons, okay? That's a weapon. Let's listen to it again. Yes, and the sun is right there.
Touch me, bitch. I ain't touching you.
She pulled out
I ain't touching you, bitch. I'll stab you in your face.
Do it.
Bitch, I'll stab your bitch ass up. And I mean it. Because why the fuck did you lie and say you been blocked in, bitch, and you won? Why did you lie and say you was blocked in and you wasn't?
No, Los, you ain't getting
Why did you lie and say you was blocked in and you wasn't? Why did you lie? Why did you lie, Los?
Oh.
Why did you lie? That's why I don't like you, because all you do is lie. Why did you lie?
It was right here.
Los, they said they been right there.
I was in the car with somebody else.
Los, they said they been right there. So why would they
been right
lie?
there for like 30 minutes or something.
Los, they said they been right there.
So?
All you do is lie. All you do is lie. You a pathetic ass liar. Go upstairs, and I'm gonna show you how much I feel about you.
She said, go upstairs and I'm going to show you just how much I feel about you. And if I'm not mistaken, this is the same day that she keyed his car and bust his window. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it may have been a different day, but you hear me? That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. Now, this was the same day, but different piece of it.
You want to keep lying? This how I feel when somebody keep lying to somebody. Why did you lie? Tell me why you lied. Tell me why you lied. Why did you lie? Why you lie so much? Why do you lie so much? I'm talking to you. What? Talk to me and I'll throw it down.
But now this supposed to be an abuser. This guy's like, put that down, please. But we supposed to think that Carlos is an abuser. You got people around here, I wouldn't let no abuser in my house. I wouldn't let no abuser in my house, and then got Justice for Romeca all over their platform. Oh, goofies. They're definitely goofies.
You want to keep lying? This how I feel when somebody keep lying to somebody. Why did you lie? Tell me why you lied. Tell me why you lied. Why did you lie? Why you lie so much? Why do you lie so much? I'm talking to you. What? Talk to me and I'll throw it down.
Talk to me and I throw it down. But this is supposed to be an abuser.
You want to keep lying? This how I feel when somebody keep lying to somebody. Why did you lie? Tell me why you lied. Tell me why you lied. Why did you lie? Why you lie so much? Why do you lie so much? I'm talking to you. What? Talk to me and I'll throw it down.
If Carlos was your son, what would you tell him? What would you tell this young man if he was your son and he dealt with a woman like this? What would you tell him? Tell me in the comments. I know a lot of you guys are asleep, but what would you tell him? What would you tell him?
Why did you lie? I ain't whooping shit. You know I want. Ain't. You know I ain't. I don't fuck with you no more, and I'll destroy this bitch. Every window, even the top, I'll bust the motherfucking windshields out. Why did you lie? Why did you lie?
Ooh, so you would tell your son to leave her ass alone? You would tell your son to leave her ass alone? And they say, Carlos don't deserve his child. The family do. The same family that raised Romeca. Okay?
Go with your mama. Don't leave your son out. Now this her. This her. Come on, Ricardo.
If I see that twin around you, I'ma grab her ass. Get the fuck away from me.
She said, if I see that twin around. Matter of fact, let me take that video. Hold on one second. I'm going to do something right quick to that video. So I tried to get some of the music out of the video. So let's put this one down and let's put the one that I just did back up. So let me remove this one. And let's show this one. And let's see if you can hear a little bit better without all the music in the background. Okay, here we go.
Go with your mama. Don't leave your son out. Now this her. This her.
I know.
Come on, Ricardo.
If I see that twin around you, I'ma grab her ass. Get the fuck away from me.
She said, if I see that twin around you, I'ma grab that bitch. He said, get the fuck away from me. And she said, watch.
If I see that twin around you, I'ma grab her ass. Get the fuck away from me.
She said, I'ma grab her ass, bitch. Watch. If I see that twin around you, I'ma grab her ass, bitch.
If I see that twin around you, I'ma drag her ass.
Get the fuck away from me.
Then around her son, she don't care. But they say she's such a great, loving, and caring mother. She's such a great, loving, caring mother.
If I see that twin around you, I'ma drag her ass.
Get the fuck away from me.
If I see that twin around you, why, if she sees somebody around her, that she's going to grab the girl?
If I see that twin around you, I'ma drag her ass.
Get the fuck away from me.
If I see that twin around you, I'm gonna grab her ass, bitch. I'm gonna grab her ass. But Romeca was non-violent. Romeca was non-violent, okay? She was not the aggressor. It was Holly. It was Holly. But we've seen video after video after video after video and after video of Miss Romeca being an aggressor. But they want us to believe that she was not an aggressor. All right. Well, anyway, y'all, I think that's enough for tonight. That is enough for tonight. Okay, you guys? So for those that never seen these videos, you didn't sync them now, okay? She said, I think she said, I'm going to drag her ass. She did. She said, I'm going to drag her ass, bitch. Hold on, let's put it back on there. She said, I'm going to drag her ass. And I think she called him a bitch. Let's hear it again. What did I say? Did I say it wrong? Hold on.
Go with your mama. Don't leave your son out.
She's saying twin. I asked about this one, and she's saying if I see that twin around. Now, I don't know what the twin mean. I don't even think I asked him that. But she's saying twin.
Now this her. This y'all.
I know.
Come on, Ricardo.
If I see that twin around you, I'ma drag her ass.
Get the fuck away from me.
Oh, yeah, she's saying drag her ass. What did I say? Grab? Oh, okay. Yeah, no. She said drag. Well, hold on. I think she did say, I'm going to drag her ass. I say grab. Okay, yeah, drag.
If I see that twin around you, I'ma drag her ass.
Yeah, she said, I'm going to drag her ass, bitch. Yeah. So if I said grab, I meant drag. She said, I'm going to drag her ass, bitch. Okay.
If I see that twin around you, I'ma drag her ass.
Get the fuck away from me.
And then she turns around and she doubled down on it. She turned back around and doubled down. Watch. That's her way of saying watch. Look at her. Watch. Because she meant that. If I see that twin around, I'm going to drag her ass, bitch. So she's going to drag her. And she definitely didn't mean roast, okay? Not dragging on the internet. She meant she was going to fight her. Yeah. So, and this was not Holly. She was not talking about Holly in this video. She was talking about somebody else that he used to date. She said that twin. If I see that twin around, or date, get with, whatever you want to call it. But she said, yeah, a threat. It was threats. Threats on top of threats. Threats on threats on threats. Threats on threats on threats. And then they wonder why someone like me can support Holly. Yeah, because I don't agree with her behavior at all. At all. I don't agree with her behavior at all. At all. No. I don't get down with Romeca behavior. I'm not just going to be a follower and wave a pink flag in the air or whatever because I'm infatuated with pink or I want to be a part of the majority. I don't give a fuck about being a part of the majority. I never have. Okay? And I mean that on everything. Nevertheless, y'all have been so gracious to me. I thank you so very much. We've been on for a little over 3 hours. I know y'all need to get some sleep. I need to get some sleep as well. But y'all, I am going to eat a steak dinner tomorrow, and I cannot wait, okay? Now, I did release a video earlier of Armand Wiggins and Tasha K going back and forth, honey. They are heating up the internet. If you missed it, please go and give me the views on that video. But sip the tea while you are listening to the video, okay? And make sure y'all thumbs up this video and that video as well. For those that are just now coming in, I will be editing this video just a little bit, just to take out the gaps of me having to find the videos that I want to show y'all. I will be removing that portion of the video out of it or whatever, so you won't have to, those that do the replay won't have to catch all of that, all right? But anyway, I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Let me give y'all a big shout out. Thank you so much, Love 1980, Rachel Ray, my girl, Miss Gumbus, for becoming a member. It looked like you did membership 2 times. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Reese Cup. Thanks, my girl, Barbara Clark, be coming through with the come through. So thank you so very much. Wait a minute, who else we have? We got Candy Girl. Thank you so much. She said, let's get this super chat party started, right? She said, y'all ask and Amoira is here. Let's show her how we do it. Go, Matt. Go, Matt. Okay, I appreciate you, baby. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Ms. Redmond, so very much for 17 lovely months. Look at Auntie talking about some justice for Romeca, but thank you for the love, girl. And thank you, Barbara, again. Amoira, have a wonderful, blessed Sunday. Thank you, and you do the same. And then Ms. Gumbus came through with a 20. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you guys. Listen, we're going to listen to the Gold Met song because y'all threw me some love over here. So let's do the Gold Met, and then let's go have a nice evening with whomever we're going to be with, okay? She said, hey, have a good night. Thank you so much, Thriving with Courtney. Appreciate you, love. Let's listen to the Gold Met song, y'all, and we're going to have a good night, all right? All right, I love y'all.
Go Met, yeah, it's up now. Big super chest, hit up, cash now. Screen say go. That's facts now. Run it up right now. Go Met, yeah, it's up now. Big super chest, hit up, cash down. Screen say go. That's facts now. Run it up right now. Go Met, yeah, it's up now. Big super chest, hit up, cash down. Screen say go. That's facts now. Run it up right now. Go Met, yeah, it's up now. Big super chest, hit up, cash down. Screen say go. That's facts now. Run it up right now. Go Met, yeah, it's up now. Big super chest, hit up, cash down. Screen say go. That's facts now. Run it up right now. Go Met, yeah, it's up now. Big super chest, hit up, cash down. Screen say go. That's facts now. Run it up right now.
All right, good night, everybody. Love y'all. Enjoy your Sunday.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
She kept talking about that family.
hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. 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 That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be wanting to listen. Because they can't make $1 without